So I'm Ariana, this is Adina, this is Sayla, this is my husband Taylor, and this is my son Asa. And this little girl Adina right here, we found out at 20 weeks that she was going to have hypoplastic left heart syndrome. And from there, we came up with a care plan of all the rest and how it was gonna go. So when I first found out that she was going to have HLHS, I remember being pretty devastated. I think I cried all day. And I remember my OB just saying, don't look on Google because the outcomes have just been a lot better since, modern medicine and science and technology have advanced. But I did look on Google and I remember being just freaked out looking at, the odds of, these babies' lives, especially when these surgeries didn't exist. But probably a few weeks later, I calmed down, and once we got word from, maternal fetal medicine, what she really was looking like, and we got genetic testing done, and we found out that she didn't have any other genetic abnormalities going on, I was a little bit more at peace about what the care plan would entail after that. So after diagnosis, we were told that we were going to go to maternal fetal medicine, where we would get more information on the diagnosis itself and kind of come up with a care plan from there. And upon getting, information about the diagnosis, we were told that we would have to give birth with maternal fetal medicine, and she would get surgery, her first surgery, the Glen, within the first week that she was born. So I remember feeling pretty overwhelmed when we found out about all 3 surgeries that she was going to have to get, and especially the first one being pretty risky. They showed us a diagram of the heart, what a normal heart looked like, and then what her heart will look like after she gets the first surgery. And just hearing about, a baby having to get surgery is pretty stressful and overwhelming in itself. We were pretty blessed to have support from our families, especially the day that we found out. I remember looking on Facebook, just searching HLHS groups and just heart groups, and I stumbled upon the Healing Hearts Project support group on Facebook, and I immediately joined it, especially since it was local to Jacksonville. We ended up getting all of our care done in Gainesville, so I just remember wanting still some kind of local support to Jacksonville and west of Jacksonville where we live. So I immediately joined the Healing Hearts Project support group and just kind of started connecting with moms and the admin of the group. And on the day of her surgery, we let them know in the group and asked for prayers. And I remember getting a meal card from the Healing Hearts Project, which seems like it's something small, but it did mean a lot because it's just a small gesture of that people are thinking about you and want to help and support your time being in the NICU and the cardiac ICU. So
you don't have to eat hospital food.
Yeah, and you don't have to eat hospital food. So that was really nice. I don't remember what we ended up getting. I think it was, do you remember?
Burgers.
Some kind of burgers we ended up getting Ubered. I think it was Uber Eats, Ubered to the hospital. So that was really nice. And the support has just been phenomenal from the Healing Hearts Project. I've learned, I would say for myself, just about heart defects in general. I didn't really realize how common they were, how many there were, and especially HLHS being one of the more critical ones. I've definitely learned a lot about, the anatomy of the heart and different valves and atriums and ventricles and just a lot about the heart and surgeries and all kinds of things. So I would say Addie's been pretty blessed in the spot she's at now. She's doing really well. Her heart function is doing really well as well. The only thing that we're continuing to monitor right now is the arch of her heart has been narrowing, and she's had to get it ballooned twice now. Once before she got her Glen, and once back in July. So we've just been monitoring that. It did open up a little bit, so that was a blessing. And hopefully, she can stay stable. Her heart can stay stable. Hopefully her heart can stay stable until she's about 5 or 6 when she has to get the last surgery, which is the Fontan. I don't know. I'm really thankful. I know we're both just really blessed. Our family has been blessed. Adina's been super blessed. it can always be worse. So I'm just thankful that, you know, she's in a stable place and that there's so much support and stuff going around in the community that is raising awareness for congenital heart defects.